When I play video games, sometimes I like to play as a woman. Not in the sense that I tuck away my junk and wear a bra, I just like to play as female characters. Hyrule Warriors lets me do just that in a way almost never seen before. Most action games eroticize females to satisfy the player's sexual desires. This game offers such an impressive cast of female characters that nothing could possibly go wrong, and I can now declare that misogyny in video games is dead. Okay, not really. Hyrule Warriors provides a great example of how a game, a singular work of art, can emit contrasting and opposing signals about the role of women. The game portrays women quite positively, but the character of Xia threatens to destabilize the game's potential legacy. Let's start with the good. Out of the 16 available warriors, including the 3 you can download for free, 9 of them are women, and they're all really cool. There's no real division between the genders in terms of destructive force. Ganondorf cuts his way through walls of enemies just as easily as Ruto dispatches her foes with the power of the sea, and most everyone's appropriately dressed, except Darunia, who I think is technically swinging a hammer while in the nude. To me, Impa stands out as the character of the game. To say she's strong is an oversimplification. Her massive sword exudes power. She can be fast, agile, and fiery with her Naginata. She protects Zelda and leads armies. If anything else, she's the solid foundation that anybody can depend on. I want to be her, not gaze upon her. Zelda herself has sweet attacks and spectacular combos that I love performing. Not only that, but as the ranking member of the royal family on the field, Zelda commands forces and is probably responsible for Hyrule's grand strategy. She's so cool and so much more of an advancement on that Ocarina of Time garbage where she spends most of the game battling against Ganondorf only to be conveniently plucked away and turned into a damsel in distress for Link to rescue. Hyrule Warriors doesn't make that mistake. But it does screw up with Xia. Xia embodies almost everything that can go wrong when constructing a female character. First of all, there's the overt sexual objectification. Soon after the game's announcement, the standard promotional image for Hyrule Warriors consisted of Xia's chest on display. Her Good Outfit DLC is pretty boobtastic as well. Wait, is that a bra on her head? Boss cutscenes put a character's personality and powerful abilities on display. This is Xia's. She's not presented as possessing any particular strength or cleverness or anything relevant to the fight you're just about to enter, and she's not just sexually objectified. Where pretty much every other female character in the game is an agent acting of their own accord and pushing the plot forward, Xia is ultimately an object both in terms of sex appeal and narrative action. Consider just how important she is for the plot. Spoiler alert for anyone who thought that Ganondorf wouldn't show up as the main villain in a Zelda game. Xia, the good sorceress in charge of the Triforce, has her desire for Link perverted by Ganondorf. He uses Xia's lust as a way to revive himself and take over Hyrule. Far from being an active villain, Xia is essentially a conduit through which Ganondorf achieves ultimate power. She's a tool through and through. The weird thing is that her literal other half, Lana, actually does things. She's obviously Moe jailbait, but she seems to know more than everyone else and literally moves the plot along by explaining everything. Could it be that Lana represents how much society prizes feminine virginity and Xia is her evil perversion created to market the game on boob appeal? Probably not, but I take credit if anybody else thinks of it. She is just a small slice of the pie. As the game is non-canon, Hyrule Warriors doesn't even factor into the confusing labyrinth of Zelda mythology. It presents women in a complex fashion, even if part of that complexity is the negative portrayal of one female. The game shows us that women can be leaders, they can be powerful, and just as destructive to the enemy as any man. Unfortunately, Xia stands out as the oddity. Her portrayal as an object represents just how video games can implement contrary and opposing gender tropes within the same production. I like how Hyrule Warriors portrays women. It could have done better, but I enjoyed the game anyway. Thanks for watching, and mahalo!